What's up, everybody? It's Artie here with Bomber Breaks, and I've got for you right now 2024 Leaf Lumber Baseball Random Team number 4, 5-box half case break. Thank you so much for jumping in just off of release day on Friday. I'm looking forward to doing this one, guys. The other half of this case is number 5. It is up on the site, bomberbreaks.com. If you'd like to jump on in. Can do it tonight or possibly tomorrow. Be live again, of course. But for right now, let's get into the randomizer. All 30 teams in, from the Arizona Diamondbacks to the Washington Nationals. 3 plus a 5. We're going to go 8 clicks. 8 clicks here on the squads. And after 8 clicks, it is the Phillies to the Tigers. Phillies to Tigers, perfect. And my participants in this one, it's Brian R. First spot, Mojo, down to Michael T. times 3. 3 plus a deuce. We're going 5 clicks. And after 5 clicks, we've got Chase in the 1 spot, down to Scott in the 30. Boom. Put you in order by participant, like so, and get you up on the screen. So just a reminder, guys, current players will go to their current team. Retired players will go to the team they spent the longest portion of their career with, as we want to have team names on these. All right, so Leaf Lumber random team number 4. All right, half case. We need 5 boxes. We'll go odds left side, evens right, odds left, evens right on the die roll. It was the 5 odds left side. This will be number 5. Can go tonight or tomorrow if we can get that one filled and ship out all the lumber together, since Friday's breaks will ship out on Tuesday as well. All right, very good. Let's see what we got here. Sometimes gotta show those boxes who's boss, right? I think I'm just gonna take all of the slider boxes out. I was kind of debating, but I think it'll just be more clean to just get everything go out and then go from there. Just a couple spots to go in our next WWE Immaculate Box. Oh, I'm excited to do more wrestling. You guys are all pretty fat guys. And, of course, for any of the multi-team cards or multiplayer cards, you'd have to own over 50%. So you need 4 out of 6, 2 out of 3, etc., etc. Otherwise, it'll go to the randoms. I will probably save all the randoms for the end and just do them at once. So, all right, we're a good portion of the way there, guys. Appreciate your patience. All right, let's go here. Are these going to be like let's rip them off so I don't have to... no. Oh, don't do that, Artie. You guys, all right. Yeah, I saw it. I almost just stabbed myself. That almost happened. I deserve that one. Okay, we got one. We're going to go this route this time. I know, Reggie. That was I can admit. Normally, I'm very roll my eyes when people yell at me for cutting towards myself or whatever. But yeah, that I can say I'm appreciative that I did not stab myself in the finger on camera. That would have been embarrassing / painful / annoying to have to probably stop. Are you bleeding? Yeah, you're bleeding. But would not be the first time that that's happened. But it's been a while because I've at least been more aware of it. So, but thank you. I feel like I've improved drastically in getting these open as we go. But very nice. That's the Optic Mega Football, guys. Will be next. These are very fat. These are gonna be 168. What is that noise? What are they like? I swear there's some kind of explosions going on. All right, guys, almost there. Thank you for your patience as we get this. I think this was a better way to do it, though. I didn't want to have cards all over the place trying to get these boxes open and have to do one at a time. I think this makes more sense to just get everything out and then find the boom. So just a reminder, again, as we said, current team for current players, longest of their career. We do not pay attention to any jerseys and try to guess the jerseys. That is irrelevant to our situation here. So hopefully that works for everybody. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up Baseball Reference right here on the computer, and if I need to look to it, we'll just open that window and look that way so you guys can see what I'm looking at there. And I think it's easier than me trying to search on my phone and all that. So, all right. Let's go. I want some more. 168. All right. Always exciting to see what we can get. Let's go. The first one out. And by the way, you're not allowed to criticize me for not knowing historical players that I should know, right? Like, not to mention the fact that I can guess, but I'm probably going to look up a majority of the ones that I'm not sure. Like starting with Duke Schneider. 3 out of 4. The home run on the mem there. Are these even fatter than 160? Are these 197s? Like, I think this is Dodgers, but I'm going to look it up because I'm not 100% sure. And granted, the guys will look it up too, but... All right, so... Okay, so this is what I mean, right? We're going to go like this and put in Duke Schneider, and that'll bring up his career stuff, and then we're going to be able to look and see that, oh, what do you know? He spent almost his entire career with the Dodgers, so that is L.A. Dodgers. Duke Schneider, 3 of 4 for L.A. I hope this. I don't think this will take too crazy long to do it this way. I hope that's all right. John McEachron, first one out. I know Russ is probably like, come on, Artie. Oh, we're gonna do it. You know, it's about the process. It's about the process. Next up, it is dynamic duo Barry Bonds and Jeff Kent, 15 out of 25. Dynamic duo there. Kent and Bonds. So, let's see here. Barry certainly should be Giants. Yep, so Barry's the Giants. That's the easy one, 15 years. And then Jeff Kent, I don't know. I know he definitely was with the Giants at some point. And hey, there we go. 6 years. Gosh darn it. 6 years with the Giants. So there's going to be a double Giants card. We are good on that one. No randomizer needed. San Francisco, that is Chris G. Chris G, that is yours. 15 out of 25. Bonds and Kent, dynamic duo. Up next, we've got a Team Legends. Wow. Shoeless Joe Jackson, George Brett, Rod Carew, Joe DiMaggio, and Carl Yastrzemski. 5 out of 20. All right, we're going to put this to the side pile of guys that want to do a little bit more research, right? Figure out the teams. I mean, these ones seem pretty obvious. I think I know almost all of them. Probably will check on Rod Carew, but we'll go back and then we'll see if anybody's got 3 of the 5 and go from there. But we'll keep it moving for now and do those kind of things at the end because we've got an easy one up next for the Chicago Cubs Grain Assault. Sammy Sosa. Boom! 9 out of 15 for the Chicago Cubs. Grain Assault, Sammy. Cubbies, that is Rocco. Congrats, Rocco. 9 of 15 on the Sosa. That one is yours. Up next, we've got the home run, Andres Galarraga. Number 59, 399 home runs. Numbered 7 out of 35. 7 out of 35 here on the Big Cat, Galarraga. Yeah, might as well. Let's just do it, right? Like, feel like it's Rockies. Feel like it's Rockies. Can we get to Can we do Andres for me, please? Why is this? Is my internet being slow? Is that what's happening here? That's weird. Okay. Or is it a... What? You gotta be kidding me. So, having some internet issues, as you see. So, let's go to the, let's see if... Okay, so in fact, I was incorrect, right? So there's Andres Galarraga. Andres Galarraga, 8 years for the Montreal Expos, which became the Washington Nationals. So there's going to be a Washington Nationals hit out of 35. Nationals getting that one. Steve. Congrats. Up next, all rise, Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, New York Yankees, 20 out of 35. 20 out of 35 on the Judge Yanks, going to Trustin. Congrats. Game used the lumber to 35, Yankees. Up next, it's all-time lumber draft. 5 out of 5. Wow, we've got 8 pieces of memorabilia here. That is Pete Rose, Albert Pujols, Cal Ripken Jr., Duke Schneider, Rod Carew, Carl Yastrzemski, Willie McCovey, and Frank Thomas. 5 out of 5. Wow. All right, that's going to be another, requires more research. We'll continue to keep it moving and head back to that one in a bit. Next up, I've got an autograph here. It's Signature Sticks of Paul Molitor. Paul Molitor, 14 out of 15. 14 out of 15, a little purple trim on the Paul Molitor. Let's see if this thing is... It's a really inopportune time for Baseball Reference to have some traffic issues on their site. Like, I don't. All right, Paul Molitor was Milwaukee Brewers by a landslide. Should have probably known that one. Milwaukee, that is Ed P. Ed P. Yours, congrats. Paul Molitor to 15. Up next, we've got dynamic duo Andres Galarraga and Larry Walker. 5 out of 5. Well, we now know that Andres Galarraga is a national via the Expos, and Larry Walker is going to be a Colorado Rocky. So Colorado is Hunter, Nationals is Steve. That will be another one. We'll go to the random/die roll at the end. Next up, it's going to be game used. Lumber for the San Diego Padres. 6 out of 35. Tony Gwynn. Boom. If that man could hit quite a bit. San Diego, Travis T. Tony Gwynn. Game used. Lumber is yours. Congratulations. And what do we have here? Oh my gosh. Got a big one, folks. Oh, man. Can I interest you in a 1 of 1 Bat Barrel Shoeless Joe Jackson Mega Boom! Holy shnikes, that is insane. Playing right around World War I era baseball, we've got a bat barrel from Shoeless Joe Jackson. Wow. Wow. I mean, it's not on the cover, but it freaking should be. Wow. Before I go crazy, I assume in my head it's White Sox, but I'm just going to do the little double check-in to make sure I don't miscall it and then look like an idiot. Although at this point, we already passed that, but... Man, that is awesome. Piece of history right there, folks. (1908 to 1920) he played. Oh. All right, guys. Well, here's the thing. It's actually going to be the Cleveland Indians Guardians. Right? Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson, right? Shoeless Joe there. He spent he spent 2 years in PHA and then 6 years in Cleveland and 6 years with the White Sox and 674 games with Cleveland, 648 with the White Sox. So I do apologize. I did slightly miscall, but that's why I wanted to double check because I don't know 1908 baseball that well. So a little surprising to me to learn that he was a Guardian / Indian / whatever they were called back then. So the answer, though, is what matters there. 674 games by a hair go into the Cleveland Guardians. Scott B. Scott B., that boom is yours. And that is an just awe-inspiring piece of memorabilia right there, man. Shoeless Joe, 1 of 1 bat barrel. I apologize again, Eric. That's why I looked it up. Scott B., yours. Wow. 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 Amazing. Okay. Wow. Let's keep it going. What else can we find from this insanity? It's going to be Green Assault Cecil Fielder. 20 out of 35. Green Assault Cecil Fielder. I'm not going to even start saying what I think it is anymore, just because I've been proven wrong like twice of the 3 times I did it already, so let's just look it up. Alright, I remember him as a Tiger. And yes, Cecil, 7 years in Detroit. 7 years in Detroit for Cecil. Going to Scott B. Scott, that is yours. Cecil, congrats on the autograph. Up next, I've got a current player here. Houston Astro, Jordan Alvarez. 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8, Jordan Alvarez. Stros. Joseph, yours. And next up, I've got one for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun, 1 out of 5, the home run. One out of 5, Ryan Braun. Brewers is Ed. Next up, I've got Mount Crushmore. That is 3 out of 3. Eddie Matthews, Roger Maris, Willie McCovey, and Carl Yastrzemski. 3 out of 3. Man, more just all-time lumber pieces there. Give me another one that's going to require some more attention. So we'll put that over there and continue on. Next up, I've got signature sticks of Jason Giambi. 5 out of 30. 5 out of 30 on the Giambi. Jason Giambi there. That one might be close. I'm not sure. Let's look it up. Gosh, even my cell phone one's timing out on me. This is horrendous. Right? Obviously played a long time for Oakland. Then he was on Yankees. All right, here we go. Jason Giambi. Oakland A's. 8 years in Oakland, 7 in New York. Spent a few years elsewhere as well, but that is Jason Giambi. Oakland A's getting that one. Travis. Congrats. Signature sticks to 30 of Jason Giambi is yours. All right, guys. 4 remaining. Next up, it's Rusty Staub. Prime lumber. That almost has a little barrel look to it. 3 out of 5 on the Rusty. Played from 1963 to 1985. Rusty Staub played 9 years for the New York Mets. 9 years, New York Mets wins that one. That is Rusty Staub. 9 years, New York Mets. Going to Eric. Eric. You got the Rusty Staub. 3 out of 5. All right. Next up, we've got Don Sutton. Don Sutton, 6 out of 20. Don Sutton, 6 out of 20. Don spent 16 of his years there with the L.A. Dodgers. L.A. Dodgers going to McKeitron. Don Sutton. All right, a couple more left. Next up, it's going to be the Lumber Club, New York. 4 out of 5. Oh my. I can admit I didn't get to see much of what Chris got to do on Friday, but my gosh, the historical stuff in this just seems crazy. That's Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Derek Jeter, Roger Maris, Joe DiMaggio, and Thurman Munson. Wow. Just a murderer's row of Yankees across the board. I'll probably do my due diligence just to be sure, but that one seems like a tried and true Yankees card through and through. So we're going to go Trustin for now with the right to double check it at the end. We'll make that one last just to be sure that nothing, I guess if somehow, 3 of those, I don't know how it even happened, but I'm thinking to myself, I know Babe played elsewhere, right? I don't know about Munson and Maris, so we'll do a little researching, but let's finish this off and then get to that in a second. Last one of this half case going to be Bill Madlock. Bill Madlock, 50, actually it says New York on the card. Never mind. It says New York on that card anyways, too. So, Bill Madlock, 15 out of 15. Bill Madlock. Signature sticks. (1973 to 1987) he played. 15 years, 7 of them for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates on that. Eric, yours? All right, very, very good. All right, so that is the core portion of the break. Now we've got about 1 per box of these multi-cards. We got 5 of them in total. That yeah, we'll just, it's going to take me a little bit of time, but let's just do it, right? So let's start here. Mount Crushmore, 3 out of 3. Starting with Eddie Matthews, and I know Eddie from he shows up as like a kind of a weird franchise guy. All right, so Eddie Matthews is Atlanta, which is owned by Anthony. Roger Maris, this will help us with the other one too. Again, like I can assume that he's a Yankee, but like there's just after the Joe Jackson thing, I just am not confident enough to not do it. Right, so he played 7 years with the Yankees. So there's a Roger Maris one. I'm sure most of you guys are laughing at me, but all right, Maris is a Yankee. That's Trustin. I then have William McCovey, who I'd like to believe is a Giant, but again, let's just double check. The man played for 21 years, 19 of which for the Giants. So Willie is a Giant for Chris. All right, so we're going to have to randomize it. No one's going to own the card outright. Willie McCovey, San Francisco Giants, and that's Chris. And the last one is Carl Yastrzemski, which certainly we would assume is a Boston Red Sox. Played for 22 seasons. And Boston is Michael T. Plays entire career with Boston. I was just stupid. All right, there we go. There are the 4 players, each individually owned by their own person. 3, start the landing. 6, we're going to click it 9 times. The player on top after 9 wins the quad Mount Crushmore. 3 out of 3. Good luck. And the one that counts, click number 9, is going to be the man, Carl Yastrzemski. I don't think I spelled that right. Definitely did not, but you guys get the point. Carl Yastrzemski there. Boston Red Sox going to Michael T. on that one. Congrats, Michael. You've got the Eddie Matthews, Roger Maris, William McCovey, Carl Yastrzemski, Mount Crushmore, 3 out of 3. All right, next up, we've got the dynamic duo of Larry Walker and Andres Galarraga. We do know that Galarraga is a Expo, now National, for Steve. And we know that Larry Walker is the Rockies. I You know what? I'm gonna look him up too. I know he was like with the Expos or something to start. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, he is a Rocky. He did play longer for the Expos than I realized, right? He did play, but he was with the Rockies for 9 years. So Colorado is Hunter. All right, so let's go here, and we got Walker, and we got Galarraga. 3 plus a 1. We're going to click it 4 times. Name on top wins the duel. Good luck. That's 3. And the one that counts, click number 4, Larry Walker. Larry Walker of the Colorado Rockies, Hunter. That's going to be you. All right, next up, we got a big one here. All-time lumber draft. Rose, Pujols, Ripken, Schneider, Carew, Yastrzemski, McCovey, and Thomas. So let's just we know Carl is Boston, which is Michael T. We know McCovey is Giants. We looked that one up already. That is Chris G. I can safely say that Frank Thomas is White Sox, which is Eric. We know that Duke Schneider is Dodgers. Looked that one up already as well. That is going to John. Pete Rose. Let's look up Pete real quick because I'm not sure about his split between Cincinnati and Philly. Okay, not that close of a split. Significantly more with the Reds. So that's Cincinnati for Pete. That is Michael T as well, so that he does own 2 players now. You'd have to own 5, so I think he'd have to pretty much sweep the rest of these, but let's just do our diligence. Pujols. Pujols is he is retired now. Certainly think it's going to be St. Louis Cardinals, but let's take a look. Not okay. 12 years in St. Louis, 10 in LA. Closer than I thought. St. Louis, that is Michael T as well. Oh boy. All right, so that's Pujols. He's got 3 now. Cardinals. Michael T. Cal Ripken's going to be Baltimore. That's Steven. And that eliminates any chance of that. But let's look up Rod Carew for my own purposes. In case it comes up Rod Carew, then I'll know. And just for any future ones that we do. Although I'm sure the chance of me remembering these is slim to none. Also, just want to say thank you guys for your patience. I know this is a little bit of a lengthy administrative side of these type of breaks, but we do the best we can. All right, so it's 12 years compared to 7. Twins. Twins are the crew. That is Alex. Okay, so nobody owns all the teams. Nobody owns 5 of the 8. So how they are on the card? We got Rose, we got Pujols, we've got Ripken. That is Schneider. How about Carew and Yaz? I'm lazy. McCovey. And Thomas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. All right. Good luck, everybody. 3 plus a 5. We're clicking 8 times. And after 8 clicks, it's Duke Schneider of the LA Dodgers. LA Dodgers getting that one. Congrats. All right, next up, I've got Team Legends. All right, so we know again that we know Shoeless Joe is actually Cleveland for Scott. who's already doing a happy dance somewhere, hopefully. George, well, let's see. We know Yaz again is Boston. DiMaggio. All right, let me just do these. George Brett even play for another team, but the Royals, I doubt it. No. Entire career for George Brett with KC, which is Matthew G. So no, everyone so far has we got 3 different owners, so no one's gonna have it outright. We just said that Rod Carew was Twins, which is Alex. And that just leaves Joe DiMaggio, which will shock me if it's anything but Yankees. But at this point, we're so close. Plus, we got this Yankees one that I said I was going to just double check. Which I think he might be on that one too. Yeah, all Yankees for Joe. Go with Yankees is Trusted. All right, very good. All right, randomizer it is. Okay, Shoeless Joe, George Brett, Carew, DiMaggio, and Carl. 3 plus a 4 is going to be 7 clicks. 7 clicks here. Name on top after 7 wins the card. After 7, it's Joe Jackson. Going to Cleveland. Congrats again, Scott, I believe it was. All right, and that leaves me with this one. I already looked at DiMaggio, which we know is Yanks. You know, let me just. I'd always be curious to see what the Babe's season layout was. 15 years with New York, 6 with Boston, so he's Yankees. I know Jeter is. I think that means we've got. I think we got safely say New York Yankees on this one. Yeah, Mantle's all Yankees. Yankees, Yankees, Yankees. No, nothing needed. Just pure Yankees fire for Trusted. All right, guys. As I mentioned, I know a little bit long-winded at the end here, but I appreciate you hanging out. If you did, and if you are watching this back or you just wanted to go for the recap, here is your recap on Leaf Lumber Random Team number 4. Stuff was absolutely awesome. Cannot wait to open number 5 tomorrow or even tonight if you guys get that filled. Recapping it. Lumber Club for the New York Yankees. Randomized. The team legends went to Shoeless Joe and the Cleveland spots. I've got this crazy all-time lumber draft. 5 out of 5 was won by the Dodgers. We had the dynamic duo Walker and Galarraga won by the Rockies. We had Mount Crushmore, 3 out of 3. Matthews, Maris, McCovey, and Yaz won by the Boston spot. Bill Madlock, signature sticks to 15 for Pittsburgh. It is Don Sutton to 20 for the Dodgers. I've got Rusty Staub to 5 for the Mets. We have Jason Giambi to 30 for the Oakland Athletics. It is Ryan Braun to 5 for the Brewers. I got Jordan Alvarez to 8 for the Astros. Cecil Fielder to 35, Detroit Baseball. Tony Gwynn to 35 for the Padres. We've got Paul Molitor to 15, Milwaukee Brewers. I have Judge to 35, Yankees. It's Galarraga to 35. That's going to be the Nationals via the Expos, longest in career. Dynamic duos, Bonds and Kent for the Giants. And crazy cool Duke Schneider to 4, LA Dodgers. We got Sammy Sosa Green Assault to 15 for the Cubs. And what I have to think is going to be one of the biggest bat barrel booms you will ever see. Maybe the biggest hit in this entire run. I don't know, but that is absolutely insane. 1 of 1 bat barrel of Shoeless Joe Jackson. Longest of his career was the Cleveland spot. Cleveland, getting that one. Scott B, congrats, man. Awesome hit for you. 1 of 1 Shoeless Joe Jackson. All right, folks, we're going to stop and save. Optic Mega Football is up now.